What's up everybody, my name's Chance, and today we're going to be playing some Dino Proliferate. And yeah, Dinosaurs Proliferate, two of my favorite combinations slammed together. Now I do think this deck has some work to be done on it, but from what I've played so far it's very fun, and yeah, it's all about playing those enraged dinos and trying to get them some +1/+1 counters, making them obviously a little bit scarier for your opponent to attack, or maybe even dealing damage to them yourself with Deafening or Forerunner. So yeah, we're gonna hop right into the deck tech or the deck breakdown, but before we do, I want to say two things. First off, if you're new here, consider subscribing. It is free, it does help support the channel, help support me, yada yada. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below, and comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions for this deck, future decks, or past decks. And the second thing, I want to go ahead and give a forewarning that this is a jank deck. Super janky. Don't go spending your wild cards just to make it, but if you have the cards, or if you have some better ones like Ripjaw Raptor, I actually don't have any copies, so I know there will be some comments about that, but I don't have any, so there's your answer. So yeah, you know, play it if you can. If not, don't worry about it, just enjoy the matches. So, right into the deck tech. 4 copies of Raptor Hatchling that reads Enrage. Whenever Raptor Hatchling is dealt damage, create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with Trample. So obviously we're going to try and build and get this up, and then create multiple other dinos from that card. We have 3 copies of Pollenbright Druid to either give a counter or proliferate our existing counters on our creatures. We have Domri's Ambush to start counting our counters up. Also, for a bit of removal, it puts a +1/+1 counter on target creature, then that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker we don't control. So it doesn't actually activate the enrage effect, and some might say we should play Savage Smash instead, as it's 3 mana, give your creature 2/2 for the turn, and it does fight, you know. Fair point. If you want to play it, by all means. I'm just trying to test out some new things, so Domri's Ambush is what's in there right now. Moving this down, we have basically the embodiment of this deck, right? It's a dino who proliferates. It's everything we wanted. For 2 mana, Huatli's Raptor, 2/3 Vigilance, and whenever it enters the battlefield, it's gonna proliferate. So, super awesome card. 2 copies of Unbreakable Formation. It's going to give all of our creatures +1/+1 and Vigilance, and indestructible until end of our turn if we cast it during our main phase. If we cast it any other time, it's just going to give them indestructible, which can still be very good. Moving us down, we have 2 copies of Frilled Deathspitter. Whenever it's dealt damage, we're going to deal 2 damage to either our target opponent or target planeswalker. So it can hit planeswalkers, which can be super beneficial in the current meta. Comes down as a 3/2. 2 copies of Evolution Sage. Now I bumped this down from 3. There's actually not a whole lot of proliferating in the deck past Pollenbright, Huatli's, Evolution, and Karn's down at the bottom. But I found with too much proliferation, and you're not really playing dinos, you're playing proliferate, and with too little proliferation, well, you're just not ever doing it. So I tried to squeeze in as much as we could. So Evolution Sage, I've seen it a lot. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under our control, proliferate. So awesome effect. We have 2 copies of Savage Stomp, which honestly I think we should go up to 3 on this and maybe go down 1 on Domri's Ambush. I know. But Savage Stomp is so good. The spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a dinosaur we control, which we control a whole lot of dinosaurs. Then we put a +1/+1 counter on target creature we control, and then that creature fights target creature you don't control. So if you want to go up to 4 copies in Savage Stomp, I wouldn't blame you at all. I love this card so much whenever I'm playing dinos, and especially enraged dinos. So yeah, it can basically become, you know, 1 mana removal plus, you know, activate enrage effect. So 1 copy of Deafening Clarion to try and wipe the board, or even if we need the lifelink, or maybe even give our creatures the enrage effect. Multiple uses coming in there. 3 copies of Conclave Tribunal to try and deal with any pesky enchantments, planeswalkers, creatures, you know, whatever it may be. 1 copy of Settle to deal with, you know, the mass of creatures that we can't just Deafening Clarion away. 2 copies of Forerunner of the Empire. This is going to allow us to enrage all of our dinos whenever, you know, we get another dino down. And Polyraptor was a candidate for this deck. But after playing it, and I never really got it to go off, it's like, well, It's one of those cards that's fun, but realistically it doesn't fit in, so had to make the cut, but Forerunner is still good nonetheless. Moving us down, we have 2 copies of Needletooth Raptor, 4 mana for a 2/2, seems a bit steep. However, whenever Needletooth Raptor is dealt damage, it deals 5 damage to target creature and opponent controls, so it's some massive removal. I've even had it happen where I got to remove a Galta with this because you hit them twice with the Galta, and then you can Domri's ambush them for a little bit off of Raptor Hatchling, so, you know, can be very strong. Moving us down, we have 2 copies of Domri, Chaosbringer. Been out since last set, but I feel like he works perfectly in this deck. We can give our creatures Riot for +1, as well as gaining extra mana. For -3, we can look at the top 4 cards of our library and reveal 2 creature cards from among them. And I found this ability really works well with Forerunner. So you get a Forerunner down, you bring a Dino to the top of your deck, then you already know you have at least 1 in the top 4. You know, your chances are at least better, right? You're looking for 1 and 3 instead of 2 and 4. So yeah, moving us down, we have 2 copies of Ajani the Greathearted. Going to be able to give all our creatures counters, gives them all vigilance, we can gain life with them. I love this Planeswalker, you know, I don't know what else to say about it. Then we have 2 copies of Bellowing Aegisaur. Whenever Bellowing Aegisaur is dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Now you need to keep note of that other creature. You can do a cool little combination with Bellowing Aegisaur and Raptor Hatchling plus Forerunner, if you can get all 3 of them down, to where you continuously Forerunner and put the counter on your Raptor Hatchling before damage is dealt, and all the way up to 4, you know, you can do it 4 times, because past that you're going to end up killing your Bellowing Aegisaur, so I suppose you could do it 5 if you just really wanted to. Now the only thing in the lands to really mention is Karn's Bastion. We're playing Proliferate, right? We need to have a way to do it. So that's going to be it for the deck tech or the deck breakdown, and now we're going to hop right into some matches. Alrighty, here we are in a match 1 up against Durhal. Sure, seems like a fun hand to keep. We'll still need another land to get the Domri out, but I'm not going to complain about having every color plus some early creatures. Lazotep Reaver. Are you gonna Reave Lazotep? Are you gonna... Okay, so I think we do go with the Forest this turn, so we can play the Temporal Guard and tapped next turn, because we don't really need it. Then Karn's Bastion on the turn following that to get down the Domri. Another Lazotep Reaver. How uncanny. I think we're just gonna go and block this away so they can't just continuously hit us in the face, right? Let's just go ahead and get down the 3/3 Dino. Hey, Settle's always fun to see. So let's throw down our Temple Guard and tap, and we'll throw down another Raptor Hatchling. And no attacks. We're going to keep this big beefy boy back to defend. Well, it's not too big or beefy, but I suppose it's alright. Obnixilus's Cruelty. How cruel of you, foe. Alright, so we'll just do it again. Block the 2/2 with the 1/1, get the 3/3 out. Yeah, you know. Wash, rinse, repeat. That whole fun thing. Okay, so we also have the Ajani. That's really fun. We're going to go and go with the Needletooth. And here's why. They can no longer swing in with Lazotep Reaver. Unless they remove the Needletooth, which, you know, they probably will. Yeah. Choop. Old Choopy. But they still can't make that good of a swing in, so we're probably fine. Indeed, and we got a Savage Stomp. So I'm kind of actually thinking about playing Domri and then playing Savage Stomp. But again, I want some defensive for my Planeswalkers, so this is fine. Now, do we throw down... I think we go Domri into Ajani. I think. Alright, so they have all 4 copies of Lazotep just in their hand. Cool. I suppose. We're not going to... Okay, I was going to say, we're not going to defend if they throw anything at us. We will throw down Domri. Hit him with the +1 and make it green. And now we're going to target this, and we're going to kill the Choop, I believe. And then we're going to kill his amassed zombie army over here. Now he only has the Lazateps, right? And we're gonna say no attacks. We have 2/3/3 dinos come down, or on the board, I'm sorry. Next turn we have Ajani coming down. So, things are looking pretty good for... Oh man, you know that feels rough, right? They drew only their 2 drops. Okay, so Drahal gonna scoop it out there. Game 1 being picked up rather swiftly, but can't really blame them. They had kind of a bad draw, and we had a really awesome one. So, yeah, proliferating dinos. On to a game 2. Kaio Cushion gonna be our next foe. Kaio Cushion, sure. We go first, and with this hand, that's kind of obnoxious. I'm gonna keep it though. It's a really slow hand, but hey, we're not exactly playing an aggro deck. Well, kind of. It's more like a mid-range deck, to be completely honest. Bum 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 bum. Let's wait on shocking that land in, huh? Hopefully we can go evolution into unbreakable. That's the ideal. Really, Liliana's Triumph. Playing up against some pro players for sure. Some just absolute monsters, right? Sure, let's play Evolution Sage. I'm very scared they might play another Liliana's Triumph for whatever fucking reason. But sure, Kaio Cushion. Off to an odd start and a blast zone. Resolve Enforcer. Okay, so let's go ahead and pay the 2 life. We're gonna have to do it regardless so we can get down Smith 0. We could always add counters to blast zone to get it past our creatures, but I'd like to do that all in a fell swoop if we can. So boom boom boom. Let's go and get down to Domri. And we'll throw the +1 on him. Not that we have anything to play, but you know. This ain't gonna be one of those quiet riots. You got that right, Domri. Next turn we can go into the Ajani. Karn. Karn. Maybe we'll draw a land too. That would be fantastic, actually. Meteor Golem. Oh, how lovely. And a Savage Stomp that we can't really use. That's awkward. It's awkward and I don't like it. Alright, well, tell you what. Let's go ahead and go for the Ajani. We are gonna minus and put a counter. +1 on Domri. Next. We're not gonna swing in with our Evolution Sage. And yeah, Domri's got his emblem next turn if we want it, which honestly, with the kind of deck they're playing, I'm thinking we might want to, because they can't blast zone our tokens, right? So maybe we just get down the green-red beasties and smash them up. That is, if they don't play a Vraska's Contempt this turn on our Domri, right? Of course, that would be our luck. Kind of our fate. They have 5 cards. Is one of them a Vraska's? Probably, the way they're mousing over our fucking Planeswalkers, wondering which one's better. No, they just scoop it out. I didn't even get down my beast. Alrighty, game 2. Kind of going like a game 1 did. This deck is odd. Alrighty, on to a game 3, I guess. Smith 989, or S. Smith, I'm sorry. I don't know if I butchered their name. We go first. We're going to keep this hand. I see an Ajani, I see some Raptor hatchlings. You know, those of you that have been here for a while know I'm a simple man. I'm going to keep it. We need one more land to really make this play work. What is up with all the Dimir? Like, straight up, what is up with all of it? It seems like every AM I'm up against control, and every late p.m. I'm up against control, so like, when do the control players sleep? When is it over? When does the jankiness return? I don't understand it. I don't understand people playing Liliana's Triumph. Yeah, at all. Zero. Zilch. None. It's not a good card. Oh. I mean, of course I played Gideon's Triumph, and it's basically the same thing, except Liliana's Triumph has an extra clause to it. Well, Gideon's Triumph, you can actually target into the... I don't know. I just don't like Liliana's Triumph in general. 2 mana, opponent sacrifices a creature. It can just blow up in your face really, really bad. Or it just means that you can dominate your fucking opponent with it. Okay, so we're gonna go into the Ajani here because I'm ruthless, and I don't care. And I am gonna minus him and put the counter on my Raptor Hatchling, even though we know damn well they're about to Liliana's Triumph it. Probably at sorcery speed too, if I had to guess about it, right? Please, oh please. Oh, Lightning Strike on my Ajani. And then a Liliana's Triumph? Just remove everything I just did that turn. Yeah. You know what I love in this game? Fucking control. Some fucking control. How fun it is to play against. Like, just 24/7, you know? Year round. Non-stop. Always on the clock. Let's Conclave and take the Narset. And yeah, we're 1 away from a Bellowing Aegisaur, which would be fun. And you know what they say about control, you just pretty much gotta throw mud at a wall and hope it sticks. So yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw our dinos at this this wall of whatever this is, and we're just gonna hope it sticks. So sure, another Huatli's with nothing to proliferate is a bit saddening, but we'll manage, I suppose. We need another land for Bellowing. They pretty much have just dealt with everything that we've put down so far with, you know, fairly efficient reasons. Maybe we should have +1 on that Ajani so he wouldn't have died, knowing they were going to remove the Raptor Hatchling. I guess it gave him too easy of a play. But hey, how do you know when your opponent's running, you know, 3,000 and a negate? Awesome. That's what I like to see. Maybe we'll draw into a land and just get the Bellowing down, right? With Bellowing, if we can get some damage... Ooh, Domri. And they don't have the mana for the negate, so yes, please, please, Domri. And don't have a Spell Pierce. If they have a Spell Pierce and a negate in their hand, like, fuck you, S. Smith. I swear to God, if we get Spell Pierced. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's fun. Oh, it is a beautiful day for chaos. Domri, it is. So, this will give us our Bellowing Aegisaur come next turn. And for this turn, we're going to all attack at the Narset. Get in a little bit of damage. The Murmuring's probably going to block one of them, but that's okay. Ooh, shock on the Huatlis. It's not a bad play, but at least we took down the Narset from them being able to use her again. So the 1/1 is going to be super annoying because it's just going to keep pecking Domri in the face. All puns intended, by the way, because those are birds. Get it? Pecking, whatever. So yeah, we can at least get down Bellowing. Well, it'll be a 4/6 unless we throw it down with haste. Kind of like the idea of making a 4/6 so we can start using Karn's Bastion if we don't draw into anything else, right? That's again if Domri survives. They have all of the removal in the world, so... Well, they're swinging with their birdie at him, so I'm guessing they don't actually have the removal. Or maybe they have that card Vraska's Finisher. Would be interesting to see, I suppose. Though I don't think she would make her way into a Murmuring Mystic deck. I could always be wrong. I often am. I'm sorry, I'm tapping my leg because I'm just like... I've been facing off against a lot of control players, and it's frustrating to watch how slowly they take their turns, to say the least. Okay. So let's do our Domri thing. They can use negate. They might also have a Sinister Sabotage, but you know what the parents always say: go big or go home. You're gonna hurt when this is through. Maybe if it goes down. Hey, looky there. I think we do put the counter on it, like I said. Now it's a 4/6. I guess there's no reason to attack him with Huatlis. So we'll just leave it as is. Next turn we can start swinging in with Bellowing. We can choose to proliferate if we want with the Pollenbright Druid. It would make our Bellowing big enough to deal with the Murmuring. Clifftop Retreat. We could also just use Karn's Bastion, which I kind of like a little bit better, right? Well, we can't use it if I play it. Oh wait, yes we can. Haha. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so +1 on Domri. Green mana. This, and then we can still Karn's Bastion, so perfect. Essence Scatter. What a bitch. That's okay. We're just gonna Karn's Bastion, I suppose, since we can't play what we want to play. Now this is the part where you will resolve it, because you can't counter that actually. Nothing you can do there. Sure, they have more birdies now. And we're going to take Bellowing, and we're just going to hit them right in the goddamn face hole. So sure, block. I dare ya. Give me a counter on Huatlis. Oh, lovely. They actually are blocking. Alright, so we got to try and go wide, right? Go super wide. Luckily, Huatli's also has Vigilance, so... Ooh, Domri, you just hang in there, Domri. We're gonna get you to 8. You best believe it. Well, we're kind of gaining 2 charges on Domri every turn anyways, with the Karn's Bastion plus him plussing 1. So yeah, we could actually Karn's Bastion, get the Domri to his emblem this turn. Do we want to do that? Do we want to just put Domri to 8? I think so. Let's go for what we know would work, right? And the Domri emblem is something they can't counter unless they remove Domri right here. But they didn't, so... yeah. Domri is a go-go. Commence the end game. They're going to amass a whole lot. And we're going to swing in with our 6/8. And I think we're going to leave our 4/5 back because 4/5 is an easy block with the zombie plus a bird, right? 6/8, however, what are you going to do? Block a zombie plus 2 birds plus a calico plus your murmuring? You know? They don't have the damage, really. And if they do block with the murmuring, I'm killing their murmuring and probably both the birdies. Okay, Caligo is going to take the fall here. Going to build up our Huatlis a little bit more. And we're going to create a 4/4. And these beasts are going to start getting the +1/+1 counters from our Bellowing. And then we're going to be able to proliferate them as well with Karn's Bastion. So, you know, things are looking pretty well. I think minusing the Domri there was the right play. They have so much removal and so much just headache right here. You know, let's not deal with it. Let's just get the emblem down. Play smart. So I don't feel like this taking an hour today. Ooh, I'm smacking stuff on my desk. Yeah, I don't feel like this taking an hour today. That's a beastie. These beasts look so weird. It's like a bear mixed with the mammoth, thanks to the, you know, teeth, that kind of saber tooth. But then what's that horn on the top, like that bone plating on its head, you know? Whatever. Okay, so Needletooth, Karn's Bastion, or we can just use our other Karn's Bastion to proliferate. I kind of like the idea of getting Needletooth down, to be completely honest. And, you know, hey, let's see if they have some counter. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I think it'll be a-okay. Next to combat, we're going to swing in with our 6/8, we're going to swing in with our 4/4s. All, of course, going at their faces. Yeah, I'm going to wait one more turn on Huatli's Raptor. Again, it's still kind of an easy block with the birds and the zombie. Although maybe I should be swinging in, right? So, that's a fun attack. He kind of assumed Murmuring would be blocking one of the 4/4s. Bellowing's going to be taking out a bird. 4/4 to a 4/4, sure, but we get to regenerate these every turn, or each of our turns, if that makes sense, because it's every end step. So yeah, I'll take that as well. And then we're going to put a counter on the rest of our creatures. Awesome, awesome. I think this game is only a matter of time. S. Smith, you've had your fun with your controlling days. Those days are over. Meet Naya Dinos, motherfucker. This probably will be our last match. I know the first two matches were really short today, but I don't know where I was going with that thought. Okay, S. Smith, just gonna scoop. I don't even get to have fun with it. Well, that's okay. We went 3-0. That's not, again, I'm not saying go build this deck. It's a jank deck, okay? I'm not telling y'all it's a good deck. I'm telling you up front, it's a jank one. Don't spend your wild cards on it. Nonetheless, thanks everybody for watching. As always, I'll either see y'all later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.